Hi everybody and brightest blessings. Lady Leeanna, as you know, back with you once again for another episode of Wicca for Today. Today is going to be a very, very special show, at least for me, because it's going to help me to decide several things. And I really do need all of you on board with this. I have 4,550 something subscribers, and I may only hear from maybe 10 or 15 subscribers, although I do see great numbers watching the videos. You know, it does show, on the statistics that, there is only a small portion of the videos being watched in one setting. And I do realize that the videos are being made to be kind of long, but it is a very extensive subject when we're talking about religion, and it can't just be summed up with a few words. Mainly, I don't know how many of you are really interested in my videos. I don't know how many of you are still watching. I don't know how many of you would like to see the show continue on. And I do realize that by saying this, I'm probably putting myself as a deer with my eyes caught in the spotlight to a bunch of trolls or Christians that don't like our religion to begin with. I put myself in their line of fire to say whatever they would like to, and to try to make me feel a little bit negative. I do realize that that is potentially going to happen. It more than likely will. But I'm really talking to you guys, the ones that actually care about paganism, whether you watch my channel or not. Those of you that are on the pagan pathways, or those of you that are Christian that learn a lot from the shows that are put out there. I do realize that there are quite a few Christians that watch my shows. There are quite a few of all different paths that watch my shows. Some that I would never think would. But I don't really know lately how many of you actually are, or if you're getting anything out of it. At this point, what I would really love is, and like I said, I have over 4,550 subscribers. What I would really love to see is all of you put your best foot forward to watch this video. And talk to me in the discussion boards below the video about the things that you would like to talk about. I would like for you to indicate as to whether you like the show or not. I would like for you to give me suggestions on different things that we could discuss. We're actually also talking about going into live streaming, my husband and I. He is agnostic. However, he is very much a logicist. He's so much about science, and he's very wise in his years. And he's only 26, but he is extremely smart. I rely a lot on his outlook on things when I run things by him, and I listen to him very deeply as to what he thinks about certain things. And me, I am the spiritualist. I'm the one that is extremely deep within the religion and studies all the different paths within religion. He and I, we're a really good team. He talks little, but he makes an impact whenever he does talk. I talk and teach a lot. And I know that I'm getting through, and I know that my messages are important. Sometimes I can tend to say things, since I'm not scripting that which I say, I may tend to slip out and say something that I really don't mean if I actually sat down and tend to think about it very deeply. And he's really good at correcting me or making me think about what I'm saying when I'm saying it. You know, so that I'll have a chance to reprieve myself on that if that's what it takes. Either way, he and I are Siskel and Ebert when we are actually having a discussion. And that's kind of what we would be basing our live stream on should we begin to do so. And I would like to hear from you guys as to whether you would like to see us start a live stream based on spirituality or not. Worldviews, wherever it involves spirituality, etc. You know, whether you would be inclined to tune into it or watch the after videos, because, you know, even though you're live streaming, even if the person cannot be sitting there watching the show, it is ran up on video and it does stay there permanently, so you would be able to catch it later on in spite of anything. You just aren't as able to communicate with us while we're live streaming, you know, if you're not sitting there. And that's a good thing, to be able to sit there and you guys asking us questions while we are live streaming is going to be very, very important to us, because that's going to be how we know what you would like to know about. And I think that we can do this. I have a lot of faith in it. And I will tell you, I'm scared shitless about it. I have never live streamed before in my life. And my husband is even going to have to set it up. You know, he knows how to do that. You know, and he has never live streamed before. But we have a lot of faith in ourselves and that which we can do. We know that we're pretty well learned people and that we balance each other pretty wisely. You know, and so I feel that this is a great, great possibility. But I would like to know if that's what you would like to see, if you would tune in for that, or if you would watch the videos thereafter in your own time. Preferably sit there while we are streaming and ask the questions, text it in or whatever. And also, I would like to be interviewing some of you guys that are well learned on your pathways. Some druids, some shamans, some Wiccans or wizards, etc., Christians. I would like to be able to interview you on these streams and let you be the highlight of our topic, you individually, or maybe 2 or 3 of you, you know, because it's better to get, you know, 3 opinions than it is to get 1, and me do the interviewing, asking you the questions. My husband doing so whenever I don't think of something, you know, that he might, you know. So I think that this could be an evolution of our channel here. But I want all of you guys on board. I would like for all 4,550 some odd people of you to jump up on this video and say, hey, I'm game, to hit the like button. But not only hit the like button, give us your thoughts in writing below the video here, the video that I'm making right now, because this right now is where I am telling you that we have goals. We're wanting to change our jobs from what they are right now. I'm always going to read my tarot cards for my clients, but I love making my videos. And I also know that I could make my videos and I could read for clients at the same time by simply doing readings online and filming it, you know, at the discretion of the person that I'm reading, and that actually be implemented into the video channel. But we're really talking about spirituality here, not about tarot card readings, you know, or even about what each card means for that matter, you know. But it is very important that each and every one of you not only hit the like button or dislike button if that's what you choose, you know, but to actually give us some verbal feedback. I would love to see the discussion boards line up. I would love to be able to sit down there and read this for weeks, what everybody has to say, and tally it up and find out what, you know, what the outcome by your thoughts would be. You know, I feel that, like I said, this could be the evolution of our channel and the evolution of mine and his lives and our jobs. We're living in a 12 by 24 building, which is also my business, because Hurricane Ike destroyed my house. You know, and we're wanting to stop that. We're wanting to get in a house, but we're wanting to carry our jobs with us. This is one job that I could take in a van on the road and never go to a house ever, you know, if I wanted to. Not just saying that I want to live that way, because I want a home. I really, really so want a home. And by the way, we are on Patreon, and if you would like to support us and our material, you can pledge as little as $1 or as much as $500, you know, and that would help us so immensely. But we're wanting, back on topic, to take our jobs elsewhere, to be able to relocate, to not have to worry about what we're going to do when we do. We want to know that we're making you guys happy. That's really our most important thought, because we really love sharing the information that we have, and we want to know that this is the help that you need, that we're doing right by you guys. That is foremost what's on my mind. You know, so I want to hear from you. I want to hear from all of you. And so I'm screaming out to all of you. Let me know. First off, let me know how you like the channel as it is. Let me know how often you like to see special guests appear on my show or not. Let me know how you like the communications that my husband, on the few times he's communicated, how much more you would like to hear from him. Let me know if you would like to see us do a live stream, and how many of you would actually like to be featured on that live stream as an interviewee. These are the things I want to see. And I want to see the like buttons go lighting up. I want to see, whether it's positive or negative, I want to see that so I can use that information. This could mean a choice between whether I go on making these shows. And I like to think that I have a lot of information I can still share, and a lot deeper information than what I've been given, especially now that I'm getting off into deeper, more magical conversation, or talking about my covens in the past. And I'm even thinking about, and this is something else that I haven't put out there, I've even thought about starting an online coven, Mystic Shadow Insights being the name, as it was here in life, and still is to some degree. You know, and how many of you would like to see yourself in that? And this we could handle by doing it on Google Plus, you know, and stay in constant communication with each other, fulfill rank ships of which people can go in through and explain certain things where other people might be busy with other. It's just a thought or an idea right now. All of this really is, but it's extremely important, because I've decided I want to make this my work, my job. I could actually, you know, I haven't never worked for other people in my life. I've always owned you know, little rent places myself, which I don't have now. And I also managed apartments for my mother whenever she owned apartments, and she doesn't any longer. And I went to reading tarot cards, and I did that as a business for myself for the past 15 years. But since I went sick a little over a year ago, and I wasn't able to handle doing readings, sitting in one place was painful for me, since the mass was on my bottom, you know, and so I had a major surgery there. And the medicines, the chemotherapy, the radiation, it all kept me sick for so long. I've lost over, I would say, 90% of my clientele, you know, and that is by me not answering the phone, or whenever I answered saying, I'm sorry, I can't handle doing a reading right now, or no, we're closed right now, I'm having to go to the doctor's, we're over in Galveston where we have to stay for 2 weeks because I'm going through treatment there, as well as, you know, many other different things. Not to mention not being able to sit in one place for too long without having to dash off to the bathroom, which was a big problem. And it's starting to try to iron itself out now, although it still is there. You know, I won't even go and visit another person's house at this point, you know, because of my potential shame. You know, but, you know, I love doing this. I love teaching you guys, and I've learned that about myself. And I believe Austin does too, regardless of whether he says it or not. And the live stream is one way that we could actually do that, along with my regular videos. Now, that's not going to stop whatsoever. I'm still going to do the personal videos, me talking to you. I'm still going to cover Texas Renaissance Festival events, or pagan fairs and festivals, Mardi Gras, if I can get myself to go. This year, I tried to get out there and do a lot of that, but it was cut short by illness. There was a lot fewer things that I could do, you know, this past year. So I feel that there's so much I want to do, so much I want to accomplish, but I want to know from you guys, you know, if it's worth it. I want to know that you guys are feeling it. You know, that would mean the world to me. And regardless of which way it goes, I mean, you could hurt my feelings or say, you know, that you're not really comfortable or happy with the show. It may hurt my feelings a little bit, but you're being honest, and at least I will know something. And I would rather know the truth than to be lied to. I personally have a pretty high opinion of myself. I feel that I'm pretty knowledgeable. I've been studying in paganism for over 34 years. I've led my own covenant for over 16 years. I believe it is, and that's at a guess. Close enough. I've done, I don't know how many year-and-a-day walks to accomplish goals, depriving myself of something so that I can obtain knowledge or wisdom, or obtain a certain rankship, which really isn't very important to me anymore. I don't even consider myself as, you know, I don't really even talk about being of a rank so much anymore, although I do know and acknowledge that I am a high priestess. You know, it is what it is, and that's the way I feel about it. More than anything, I'm just out there as a teacher, and I'm trying to help other people. And I've been doing that online even for now going on 3 years. You know, and there may not be enough videos to actually reflect that, but a lot of that is because I was sick for a while, or because I'm studying Japanese currently, and I have been for 2 to 3 years, and a lot of times that will take up a lot of your time. It's a hard language, you know, and I feel guilty by depriving, you know, that a great deal of time, by neglecting that. That's the word I'm trying to say, you know, and I've neglected it at certain times. I've been neglecting it lately because I've been doing more videos, but I'm not going to stop doing the videos. I love doing those. I feel that it's a great help to me. I'm starting to get paid by YouTube from it for ads, and that's helping to compensate the $1,600 camera that I bought. That is almost even paid for itself, but not quite, and it's, you know, and it's taken time. But there are so many different dimensions that we could add to this show. I've even thought of changing the name of the show. Please forgive the train. It seems to happen every time I start a video. I've even thought about changing the name of the show from Wicca, Witchcraft, or Witchcraft Wicca, or whatever, Wicca for Today. Those are all the names of the show. Because I'm more eclectic than that, I believe in paganism on all different paths. I believe in religion on all different pathways. And I feel that it should be more eclectic. And I've been fishing around for answers from you guys for a while on that, and I've gotten very few. A lot of people that have given their answer on that think that I should change the name to be more eclectic, because I do talk about Santeria, shamanism, everything else that you can think about. And I love talking about all the different religions. Now, I will not say that I am a foremost knowledgeable person in all of these fields, although I will say that I've studied most of them to a good degree. Not to a professional degree, but to a good degree. And so therefore, I would rely on a lot of you guys for your help. And as a matter of fact, I've been meaning to put that out there for a long time, you know, to have you guys join in the show, individuals join in the show, maybe 2 of you at a time or whatever, to talk to me about Druidism on this particular day, about shamanism on this particular day, about wizardry on this particular day, about witchcraft, because I'm not the only one with a view out there. Wicca, Satanism on another day, Christianity on another day. And I know some of you may shudder about some of the other things that I've said, but we all exist. And this channel has always, first and foremost, been unprejudiced. We have always, first and foremost, catered to every religion, regardless of what the name is. I just kind of feel, you know, that the name Witchcraft Wicca harnesses me. At the same time, I'm afraid of changing the name because so many people know us by that name. You know what I mean? And by the way, if I had to, I could go and I could caption at the bottom of every one of my old videos saying, name now this or name now that. And it would be a name that would be more suitable for all of you guys. And I do know that there are a lot of you from many different walks. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I really, really do want to hear from you guys. All of you, please, please be of a help to me. I know that you've been supportive in so many ways, but in a lot of ways, most of you, almost all of you, have remained quiet. And that's somehow, some way, a little bit unsupportive. This time, first and foremost, I really call on you to be supportive by letting me know the answer to all of these things that I've already said, and give me your take on things. I don't care how long it makes the page, but please, by all means, do that. You know, also, if any of you are foremost within the brackets, or I should say pathways of religion, do let me know, and let me know how many years you've been in it, if you're a teacher in it or whatever, because I may ask you to let me interview you on Livewire, okay? Or come here to the shop if you're close enough. If you're from Houston or whatever, that would be quite nice. And I would like to start having some events, some meetups, like for different viewers within certain areas, and letting you guys know when. Now, as far as the live chat goes, from one live show to the next, we'll guide you as to when the next one will be, and eventually we will set a particular day and a particular time at which we will do it, probably 2 to 3 times per week. You know, because I think people really like that one-on-one, and you'll be able to ask all your distinctive questions. And trust me, I have a page of questions on here that you just wouldn't believe. Some of them are really scary, and I would be afraid of sleeping in the same room with that one person, even with them on another cot somewhere. And, you know, people have a lot of questions. People are lost and are confused. And I believe that this could be of a great help. I know that there are other people that are doing videos online based on paganism. But I have a lot of faith in what I'm doing. And I have a lot of faith that because I've grown so fast, so far, in such a short amount of time, regardless of my setbacks, I do have a lot of friends out there, and I really like to believe that. And now I'm calling on you to show that to some degree, if you would. Okay, out of 4,500 of you, I want to see, and I know everybody does not get online all the time, but if you don't get online but once a year or whatever, or the video is, say, 2 years old, I still want you to get on there and I want you to say something. But for the most part, I want you to storm the hell out of this page and let me know your feelings on all of this. Because to me, your feelings are very, very important. I'm a very emotional souled person. I'm also very pensive. I think so deeply. And I take into consideration everybody and what they feel, what they want, what they hope for. But I can't know that unless you tell me. Alright? Well, this has been Lady Leeanna, and I'm signing off for now. I love you guys. You're my heart and my soul. You're at least 16 hours of my day. Believe it or not. And just say hi to me. Let me know your thoughts. And stay tuned. Bye-bye.